Day 9. I stayed at Shaw's hiker hostel in Monson yesterday, for a long Nero. So I only hiked 3 miles yesterday, hitched into town, and hung out, did all my laundry, showered, resupplied, ate a lot of food, caught up with some of the other southbounders, met some northbounders, went out for dinner with them, had ice cream. Walrus, one of the northbounders, is from North Carolina and may be doing trail magic later on this year for us southbounders. So, yay! It was great hanging out with all those guys last night. Yeah, so this morning had a big breakfast at the hostel, and then got their shuttle out to the trail. So it's almost noon now. I'm getting started for a partial day of hiking. And yes, I still have my Ultra Superiors. I did buy new insoles just because my feet, the bottoms of my feet were hurting so much from all these roots and rocks. And I figured it'd give them a little bit of life if I bought new insoles. However, they do feel a bit weird, so I'll need to adjust to that. I also usually get the purple, can't remember the name of them, but the purple super feet, and these are the green ones, which I think have more of an arch support. So also something I'm not used to, but here we go. My toes are doing well though, as an update to that. I think it was just climbing Katahdin and squishing my poor little toes in cracks to climb up. What a fancy boardwalk. Look at this. That Nero was perfect. Shaw's hiker hostel is amazing. And there's plenty of opportunity to get vortexed, which usually towns that are very easy and comfortable to stay in for a long time is referred to as the vortex. And you get vortexed in, and maybe like double, sometimes even triple zero, which, yeah, there's definitely that vibe there. I could have stayed another day, but I'm glad that I left today. I'm ready to be back on trail. All of the coffee that I drank earlier, definitely doing the job and crushing these miles so far. So the closer you get to the Kennebec River, you'll see these signs, and there is a ferry to ferry you across the river, and that ferry is a canoe that you also help paddle across. So that will be coming up in the next couple of days. I planned for just over 2 days for this section, but I may get into Caretunk in the evening on the second day and stay at the inn that is there, mainly because the ferry only runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it's the only way across. And yeah, I planned on taking a lot of Neros and Zeros at the beginning to get my hiker legs my trail legs without hurting myself too much. So I will be taking more breaks this section of the trail than I will likely be later on. So there is a ferry across this river crossing because there is a dam higher upstream that releases water randomly. And the water level can rise very quickly. So it's very dangerous for hikers to try to cross. And then that water suddenly rises and the undercurrent is faster. Way in the past, there have been hikers that have died from that. And I'll have to look it up for the exact dates, but I believe the ferry's been running since sometime in the 80s. That there's been somebody canoeing people across the river. So, should be fun. Okay, I got into town, dried off everything, and now I need to cross the stream. Yay, being wet again. So it actually wasn't that bad at all, because I followed these rocks and then over these branches. Yeah, my feet only got a little wet. I did not fully submerge, but I still might anyways. And that last one came up mid-thigh. Probably sunk in the mud a good 6 inches. It's fantastic.